£69 million big blow from Liverpool to Manchester United. Liverpool are currently on their pre-season tour of Asia and have made 3 transfers to their squad this summer. However, reinforcements are still being considered. The Reds, who started the season well, won the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup, but could not finish at the top of the Premier League and lost to Real Madrid in the Champions League final. After bittersweet seasons, Liverpool legend Sadio Mane has decided to leave Anfield. Early in the summer transfer window, Bayern went to Munich and created a staff shortage for Liverpool that could hardly be filled. Liverpool was not in the position of Sadio Mane, even though he made the transfer of Darwin Nunez, breaking the club record. And now, according to the latest news from Brazil, a star name is being considered for Mane's district. He is also a name that Manchester United have been dealing with for a long time. According to the news of Yahoo Sports from the Brazilian press, Liverpool are in talks to sign Ajax star Antony, who is the transfer target of Manchester United this summer. Dubbed the winner by Dutch football watchdog Piet de Visser, the Brazilian winger was on Coppit's rivals' radar, but FSG can now secure a deal for Erik ten Hag's much-wanted star. The report said the Red Devils are not ready to meet Ajax's £69 million price for the Brazilian star, which could leave the door ajar for Liverpool to sign Antony this summer. According to rumours at the beginning of the transfer window, Manchester United knocked on Ajax's door earlier this summer with a £51 million offer for Antony, but the offer was turned down. The allegations were that Antony wanted to reunite with ten Hag at Manchester United. However, this did not happen. Antony scored 8 goals, made 4 assists and created 7 big chances in the Eredivisie last season, with 1.7 key passes per game. He also won most of his duels and was successful in most of his dribbles. It showed that it is one of the indispensable parts of Ajax. With the departure of Sadio Mane, it is widely accepted that there is a big gap in the left-wing position and Antony could be a perfect match for that region. Anfield boss Jürgen Klopp needs to attract a well-rounded winger as he lacks depth in large offensive areas. Liverpool close to agreeing on new terms for £58 million midfielder. Liverpool have signed a new long-term deal with Joe Gomez and the next new deal could be with Naby Keita. The Guinean star has struggled for a first-team spot under Jürgen Klopp and it looks like it will pay off. Considered injury-prone, Keita has perhaps had his best season at the club, making 40 appearances across all lanes since joining in 2018. If he had been in the national team in the African Cup of Nations, this number of matches could have been even higher. Keita, 27, has entered the final year of his contract, which expires next summer, and the club is at risk of losing the energetic midfielder for free. James Pearce, lead writer of The Athletic, said the club is ready to offer a new deal. It was a fateful year for Keita. The Guinean national made some vital contributions, especially in the second half of the season, but agreed to start on the bench in the Champions League final when they lost to Real Madrid. Keita is actually in 2021-22 from 2018 to 2019. He played more in the Premier League than in any season, but this still represented only 34.3% of the club's minutes. Liverpool are trying to negotiate a new contract with Keita, whose contract expires next summer. The 27-year-old struggle to regularly meet his £52.75 million transfer fee continues and Klopp's faith in him remains. Liverpool seem to believe that Keita can still improve. Keita will always be questioned about his injury record and consistency, but there's definitely a lot to be drawn from the 2021-2022 season. Bid for Klopp's Prince Sen's transfer signed to Liverpool. Liverpool are reportedly interested in Lille midfielder Amadou Onana, but 2 failed West Ham bids give the Reds a signal of the battle they'll face to sign him. However, there have been calls for Liverpool to sign a more senior midfielder this summer. Borussia Dortmund's Jude Bellingham emerged as the featured target. Still, it is rumoured that Reds boss Jürgen Klopp wants to wait until next summer to pursue the England star. According to The Athletic's report, Liverpool claims to be still watching Lille's Belgian national player Onana. Klopp is actually one of his strongest fans. The 20-year-old young star transferred to Lille last summer and made 31 appearances. Onana also took part in 8 matches up to Lille's Champions League round of 16. Recent news reports suggest that West Ham United has the closest attention to the player. It is said that they even made 2 offers for Onana. The final bid is reported to be over £25 million. Other clubs interested in Onana are reportedly Arsenal, Newcastle and Nottingham Forest. Onana played mainly as a defensive midfielder last season. But he can play anywhere in his midfield. Especially last season, he played in the central midfield and offensive midfielder roles. The Belgian star even played as a defender and proved to be a versatile player. With this aspect, it attracted the attention of many European clubs and showed its compatibility with England. Wildcard players like Onana can be very useful in terms of adding depth to areas that are lacking in the team due to their ability to play in different regions. Liverpool's transfer of the midfielder makes an important contribution both for the midfielder and the defence. Liverpool used Fabinho for the first time in the 2020-2021 season, when Virgil van Dijk, Joe Gomez and Joel Matip suffered long-term injuries. In such cases, Onana can take on this role. Also, Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain suffered a pre-season injury against Crystal Palace on Friday. Thiago Alcantara struggled with injuries last season. Naby Keita had a Liverpool best season with 40 appearances last season, but has a chronic injury record. It's unlikely that all 3 will stay in shape all season. In case of such injuries, the transfer of Onana seems like a move that can solve many problems. Jürgen Klopp may discover another Darwin Nunez. This summer, Liverpool made a new revolution and signed a different type of striker, Darwin Nunez. The Uruguayan has a different profile compared to the number 9s on his roster since Klopp's arrival. Athletic and tall, Nunez is a more traditional number 9 than Diogo Jota and Roberto Firmino. Klopp has worked with players like Robert Lewandowski at Borussia Dortmund in the past, and if that's the system the Liverpool boss wants to create at Liverpool in the future, Serbia, which continues to produce players like Vlahovic or Alexander Mitrovic, could be the perfect place for the club to explore. Especially 16-year-old Jovan Maluvi has qualities that could be the ideal target for the club. The young player debuted for the first team of Vojvodina and is 1.92 meters tall. Maluvi scored 5 goals and recorded 2 assists in 5 matches at the U17 European Championship. Fast and dynamic, there are tons of Nunez in his style of play. Maluvi is a master of possession and has a fast pace. He also has the ability to change the direction of the game and has the ability to steal. He likes to run into the gap and catches defenders off guard. If he continues his performance at this level, it is inevitable that he will be on Liverpool's radar.